iHeart Podcasts. Hear more Gold 101.7 podcasts.
Playlists and listen live on the free iHeart app.
Hey everybody, it's time for Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor.
On the cutting room floor today, what about Easter egg hunts? Do you ever get a part of those?
When the kids were little, I used to do it. The dog used to occasionally beat them to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked hiding chocolate eggs. My son Jack has a savoury tooth and he was obsessed with sushi. And he said, can we have a sushi hunt?
Yeah.
Imagine if I couldn't remember where I'd hidden them all from 1 year to the next.
Neighbourhood cats from here to breakfast.
Yeah.
1 year Halloween, I couldn't be bothered. My youngest Dominic wanted to do Halloween. I said I couldn't be bothered taking him around to house. So I set up a thing that Pirate Pete had been around and he'd put all lollies around the backyard. I did that. And then he expected it every year.
So rather than going house to house, you just hid lollies in your own backyard?
Yeah, then I had to get like a treasure map and do all that junk.
That sounds like harder work than just letting him go house to house.
Yeah, in the end, I just got a treasure map and just gave him a pile of lollies and they go, there you go, mate.
Yeah, it's over there.
There it is. It's just there.
Have a listen, though, to this American family. I saw this the other day. This is a room filled with cousins. There's probably 30 people in this room, and this is what's happening.
Every single year for Easter egg hunt, my grandma rolls and hides $3,000 bills and hides it on her property. So here's a glimpse into what this day looks like.
Right, so it's just chaos.
Chaos. So there's 3,000 $1 bills all wrapped up in tiny little scrolls. They're placed on trees. They're placed in garden beds. They're placed on steps. And the cousins just all go crazy.
Yeah.
And they all put them in a plastic bag. Looks like they've got all these little rolled up cigarettes in these little plastic bags. And they come back to the table and count them to see if there's still 100 left out there. But the grandson who got the most got $150.
Right.
Other people got 70. But it's this frenzy. They all go and visit grandma because they get money. And people found old rotten ones from the year before that hadn't been found but was all destroyed by snails and things.
Yeah, right. I kind of like it. I think it's nice.
I can't tell whether it's nice or whether it's...
What don't you like about it?
Well, it's how often would that many, maybe this is why, how often would that many cousins go and visit grandma?
Exactly.
And it just seemed a bit greedy, them all running around and trying to find it. But maybe if they like it, she likes it.
Sure.
It's a lot of trouble to go to get $50.
It's hard for grandparents these days to see their grandkids. So sometimes you got to, pay the piper.
She should have just tried to shoot them while they were running around.
You greedy bastard.
When we used to visit my grandparents, I used to love visiting them. But one of the great benefits, every time we ran into the house, there'd be a packet of chips on the table. Samboy chips.
Yum.
They were in Brisbane, a packet of Samboy chips on the table every time. It makes my heart sing to think of it.
My grandma in Bendigo, when we used to go
Didn't
down...
she put a ferret down your pants?
Oh, well, Granddad used to take us ferreting. So he'd go...
Happy Easter, boys.
He'd go and hire a ferret from the local ferreter.
He'd hire one.
You could hire a ferret because you don't want to keep them because they're a bit of a mongrel.
Oh, so they run down into the tunnels and bring up the rabbits.
So you get a net at the end of one end of the burrow and the ferret goes down into the warren and the rabbits come flying out and they go into the net. Then Granddad would sit there with his penknife and he'd bonk the rabbit over the head, stun it, and then he'd grab it by the ears and cut its neck.
In front of you.
Yeah.
In front of you.
And then this is all in one movement. That, cut the throat, then gut the whole rabbit, rip the pelt off, and throw the pelt at us.
So he'd skin it and
Yep.
throw the
All in
fur
one.
at you.
Yep.
And what would you do with it? Kick it like a football?
We're city boys. We'd go, okay, thanks, Granddad. There you go, boys. Stop mucking around. And but he also used to work at an abattoir. So we'd watch him kill 100 sheep in the old school way, not with that fancy electric bolt thing, but with a knife. And he'd kill about 100 of them and go, let's go eat, boys.
Wow.
But that was my granddad.
And what about your grandma?
My grandma, with the Skippy cornflakes, and have the crazy critters inside. Remember them?
I love the crazy critters.
And she'd collect all of those because Dad never ate Skippy cornflakes. He was a cornflakes guy. So in Sydney, we'd never have cornflakes. And then
he never ate them because he was a cornflakes guy.
Sorry, Dad was a cornflakes guy. Skippy cornflakes were different. Do you remember? There's Kellogg's cornflakes,
Why?
Skippy cornflakes.
They're not the same? They don't taste the same?
No, they're totally different.
Okay.
Skippy cornflakes were made by Sanitarium.
And had it also.
Yeah, well,
tasteless.
Sanitarium, Will and John Kellogg were both brothers but mortal enemies. And they both invented cornflakes together. And they split up. One formed Sanitarium, the other formed Kellogg's.
And both released a cornflake.
They both invented the cornflake, but Skippy cornflakes had a distinct different taste to Kellogg's cornflakes.
Which did you prefer?
I kind of like the Skippy cornflakes, but I think I was in it for the crazy critter.
Yeah, we used to get crazy critters. They weren't just in Skippy. They were in other things, weren't
No,
they?
I think pretty sure it was Skippy cornflakes.
Okay.
And Grandma used to collect them.
And would you and your brother fight over it? Is this where this story's going? To some terrible domestic
we were
fight?
quite reasonable about that.
Were you?
Yeah,
While you were catching animal pelts
and we wouldn't
in the
take them
backyard?
home. We'd keep them at Grandma's house.
Oh.
Yeah. So whenever we went round to Grandma's house.
You catch a pelt and you get a little plastic token.
Yeah, they were good times.
Good times.
Then off to the abattoir,
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, none of this finding $100 bill anywhere. None of that.
Who's hungry?
That's it for today. That was Jonesy and Amanda's cutting room floor. Come back tomorrow for some more.